This is John Paul Wright. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. I'm continuing my coverage of Amber Heard vs. Johnny Depp, and I did some digging. I typed in "I am with Amber" on Google. I wanted to see what came up. And this article was supposed to be kind of a defense for Amber and some facts, but with the best defenses they had, it seemed like a lot of it was already leaning towards her being the abuser. So let's take a look. And a heads up, this is a little old. It's before the whole thing blew up. They list 5 bullet points here. Number 1, the length of the marriage. Amber Heard and Johnny Depp married only last year, February 2015, so it comes a bit odd that the union would end this quickly. Could it be a case of "I was wrong"? How about the angle of Heard not getting along with Depp's family? Money is not seen as a problem considering Heard is doing well and earning on her own. Well, as we know, that's complete and utter bullshit. It's not like somebody who's working the Hollywood scene and trying to go out with the richest man possible, Elon Musk, 44 billion, things like that, is going to be like, I'm doing all right the way it is. I don't need Johnny's money. That just sounds totally unrealistic to me. You guys let me know down below what you think. But yeah, that one sounds silly. As far as not getting along with the family, I don't know, man. I've been here in Japan 15 years, been dealing with my wife's family, girlfriend's families for a long time, and trust me, it's probably worse than what you guys have to deal with. Well, I can't say you guys for sure. I mean, this is like an international forum here, but as far as the people who are living in their own country and are marrying people within the same culture, it's got to be tougher for someone here in Japan. But the point is, I call bullshit on that based on personal experience. And they go on to say, so that $50,000 monthly spousal support is not seen as a big deal and may be nothing more than Heard's why of hurting Depp. So right there, in their first fact and defense, they already say, well, maybe it was because Amber hurt him. They say, timing of the divorce. Depp is still mourning her mother's loss, so it seems a bit weird to see Heard filing divorce this early. Again, this could suggest a link to the whole Heard vs. Depp family feud where Heard may have had enough of the sweet nothings hurled against her. So, did they mean Depp is still mourning his mother? I think that's what they meant. Pretty sure. And I gotta pull out another personal card here. I don't talk about it much, but sometimes this past, I lost my mother. I was, about 5-6 years ago, and, there's definitely some kind of a mourning process, and there's definitely things about it that you'll never get over. But on the other hand, you move on. Life goes on. The things in your life don't necessarily get mixed up and cross those feelings. You could still move on and have your life, your marriage, and I was married at the time. And losing my mother didn't really have any direct connection to my marriage in any way, shape, or form. Although my marriage wasn't in this type of shape, all I'm saying is I just don't make the connection between it. Number 3, the iPhone attack. Was there an actual attack that transpired when the police got called in? Police had seen no signs of injury when they arrived to the couple's apartment, so it seems a bit odd for Heard to allege that the bruise on her face was caused by it. Could it have been a late showing or something that was self-inflicted? Yes, maybe it was. So already, not too many defenses. Here we have one I've actually never heard before. Testimonies from neighbors. According to Heard, it was not the first time that domestic violence happened between the two. There were reportedly other altercations, both verbally and physically. Names were dropped, and once this goes to court, these people will likely join the grinding process to prove Heard's claim. Just like we know, all those other people joined Amber Heard, didn't they? So, I gotta say, honestly, this is the first time I'm hearing of this. And it looks like those neighbors are nowhere to be found, and I seriously doubt they're going to court. And the last point here is Depp and alcohol. Whatever that is. Alright, just kidding. I know, I read it wrong on purpose. They spelt it wrong, but I clip out the article exactly how it is. Depp and alcohol. One of the key things that Heard may have over Depp is the angle of alcoholism. Because we know already, guys, that all this time, Amber's been showing all this proof that Johnny's this big alcoholic, and she's really got a strong position because of that. Wasn't even good sarcasm on my part. We know it's total bullshit. Depp has been speculated to be a heavy drinker, though the Pirates of the Caribbean star denies it. Like, who isn't? I mean, honestly, look, I know there's people out there that don't drink. Maybe you're listening being like, I don't, and I don't drink so much myself, but when I do, I drink pretty heavy. You know, a lot of people drink heavy. I think it's kind of a normal thing. That's my personal opinion on it. Johnny says, I don't have the physical need for alcohol. No, it's more my medication, my self-medication over the years to calm the circus. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think down below. I'm doing shout-outs, pop culture, even some Star Wars these days, Japan vlogs. I got a Patreon going on. It's growing a little bit, so I got a whole new outro to thank my patrons. Really appreciate it. So check out my outro, and it's like 30 seconds. I'm rambling. We're done. See you next time.
If you are not subscribed to this channel, The Entertainment Hacker, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button now.